Hello everyone, this is SuperTal3 here, back with episode 2 of my Python for Beginners series. In this episode, we will be covering how to properly code if statements within Python, as well as a few advanced things that you'll be using when you use if statements in more complex programs to make your life a bit easier. The first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and open up your favorite code editor and create a file. I named my file episode2if.py in your desired directory. Really quick, we'll go ahead and make a variable. I'll just call this cool, and that way our program has something to decide on. And now we are prepared to create our if statement. Really quick, an if statement is basically a line of code that says if whatever statement that you put in here evaluates to true or meets the requirements, run this block of code that's right up under it. And if it's not, we'll throw an exception, or in 99.99999% of the time, we will run the code in an else statement. So, a quick little demonstration. We'll do if. I like to do parentheses because I come from C-based languages. However, Python does not require that. It just makes your code look much neater. And we'll do if 1 is equal to 1. Now you notice here we did double equals instead of a single equals, and that is because we are testing whether something is true or false. We're comparing something. A single equals in programming is typically an assignment, while double equals is comparing. We'll go ahead and we'll say if that is equal 1 is equal to 1, we'll print 1 is equal to 1. This works. And then, because we are proper coders and we want to handle exceptions in our program, we'll do else colon, and then we'll do print 1 is not equal to cool's value, which is, and right here we'll do string. So we're converting the value cool to a string, and we do like that. I forgot, let's add a plus. There we go. So since cool is an integer, we cannot add it to a string like this. We have to first convert it to a string so that we can print it with a print statement. So now we'll go ahead and we'll run this program. And right here you see 1 is equal to 1. This works. This is pretty much how an if statement works. If a condition evaluates properly, then the code under the if statement runs. And if it doesn't meet the requirements, then we run the else statement. We'll go ahead and change this to 2. Okay. I just made a big mistake. I should have done cool is equal to 1. Not 1 is equal to 1, because 1 is always equal to 1. But that's pretty much what we were doing. So yeah, 1 is equal to 1. This works. Sorry I made that mistake and maybe misled you. But this is testing whether the variable is equal to 1. So now if we change it up here and we go change it to 2. 1 is not equal to cool's value, which is 2. One thing you might want to use in your programs is evaluating on 2 conditions within one if statement. So say it needed to be greater than 0 and cool is less than 2, which means it can only be 1 to be true. So let me fix this parentheses. There we go. And we'll run this really quick, and as you can see, it throws an exception. It runs our else statement because cool is not greater than 0 and less than 2. This allows you to have more than one condition in your if statement. So if we change it back to 1 right here, 1 is equal to 1, this works. Another thing that you will use many times in your program is something called an else if statement. So you have our if and then you have an else, which we call if else. But you have an else if that you can add into that, and in Python it's called elif, E-L-I-F. And that allows you to do an else statement with more conditions. So it's like you have more than one if statement. But it's a better, more prettier and efficient way to do to evaluate through multiple conditions. If the first one's not true, you'll go to the next one, next one, next one, and if none of them are true, it'll run the else. But if one of them is true, it'll stop there and run that code. So we'll do else if cool is equal to 2, and we'll do print cool is greater than 1 and equal to, and we'll do plus string cool. There we go. If we test our program really quick, you can see that it does not work because it is equal to 1, but if we change it to 2, there we go. Cool is greater than 1 and it's equal to the value of 2, which is cool. Alright, so there you have it. You have just written your first program with if statements in Python. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Also, turn on the notification bell icon when you do subscribe so that you're notified every time I release a new episode or a new video, so that you can keep up to date on all my latest content. If you have any questions about this video, maybe I didn't explain something the right a way that you could understand it, please hit me up in the comment section below. Likewise, if you have any suggestions, also hit me up in the comment section below, and I will make sure to read and respond to all of your comments. Thank you for watching. This is SuperTal3 signing out.